Good evening. My name is Diane, and in today's podcast, we will discuss the principles of data visualization and how they can be used to focus audience attention. Today's key concepts, we will focus on our memory, pre-attentive attributes, and position on page. So, let's get started. Would you be surprised if I told you we see with our brain? What I mean by that is we can visually see something, but then our brain must process the information. Which leads me to our first topic, memory. How does our memory play a part in data visualizations? I'll tell you how. There are 3 types of memory that play a vital part in how we see with our brain. Iconic memory is super fast, and it happens without even realizing it. Short-term memory has limitations. People can keep about 4 chunks of visual information in their short-term memory at any given time. Long-term memory is built up over a lifetime and is vitally important for pattern recognition and general cognitive processing. Pre-attentive attributes. They can be used to direct the audience attention to where you want them to focus on. Secondly, they can be used to create a visual hierarchy of elements to lead your audience through the information you want to communicate and the way you want them to process. Where to look? Have you seen an example of a block of numbers, all the same color, and the activity is to count the number of 3s present? Then the second example, there are a block of numbers and you are to count the number of 3s present. However, the 3s are bold and it's a way easier to locate the number of 3s. Exercise is a perfect example of our ability to use a visual and have the audience see what we want them to see, or better yet, where to look. Text. Using bold, underline, italics are examples to consider when using text and communicating to your audience. Graphs. Example of top 10 design concerns is a bar graph. The data seems very close in numbers and difficult to distinguish the importance of the data. However, the use of color and text is one way we can focus the story by adding red to the large numbers on the chart and light gray for the few with less data shows a visual where to look and the importance of the data. Size. The size matters in the visual. For instance, if one part of data is important, an easy way to show it is by using a larger size and make it big. Color. One of the most powerful tools you have for drawing your audience attention. Use color sparingly, use color consistently, and design with colorblind in mind, which you should refrain from using shades of red and green near each other and consider the tone that certain colors convey to the audience. Position on the page. Most members in the audience will start at the top left of your visual and scan with our eyes in a zigzag motion. By knowing this, you will want to ensure the most important information is at the top left. In conclusion to today's podcast, I want to make sure you understand the importance of principles of data visualization and how they can be used to focus the audience attention. Memory and the 3 types, iconic, short, and long-term, are important to understand when using data visualizations and communicating to an audience. The pre-attentive attributes should be used to our advantage to guide the audience, whether we use text, graphs, size, and color to reiterate the importance of the data with the visual. Lastly, we know position on the page plays an equally important factor since the audience will start at the top left of your visual and scan in a zigzag motion. At the end of the day, we are using the abundance of data to communicate with a visual representation and focus on key points to ensure our communication is well received by the audience. Again, I want to thank you for listening to today's podcast about principles of data visualization and how they can be used to focus audience attention. Thank you.